Welcome to Morning Joan, the podcast where we dish out the latest celebrity gossip and news. I'm your host, Joan, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. Grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the juicy stuff. So, it looks like Google's got some explaining to do. Just kidding, it's actually Kristen Bell who's in hot water this time. The actress is facing backlash for her recent anniversary post to her husband, Dax Shepard. Apparently, she shared a message that was meant to be sweet, but ended up being, well, not so sweet. According to reports, Bell posted a tribute to her hubby on their 12th wedding anniversary, saying, "Happy 12th wedding anniversary to the man who once said to me, I would never kill you." Yeah, that's quite a romantic gesture, Kristen. I mean, who needs flowers or chocolates when your partner promises not to murder you, right? But in all seriousness, folks, the post was tone-deaf, especially since October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Many fans were quick to call out Bell for her insensitive comment, with one person writing, "That's a wildly sad and insensitive thing to say considering it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month and thousands of women have died at the hands of the man they trusted. Ouch." Now, I'm not sure what was going through Kristen's mind when she posted that, but it's clear she didn't think it through. And to make matters worse, she almost forgot it was her anniversary in the first place. Yeah, you heard that right. She had to be reminded by an Entertainment Tonight reporter on the red carpet. Anyway, it looks like Kristen's got some damage control to do. Maybe she can start by taking a sensitivity course or 2, or 10. We'll be keeping an eye on this story and seeing how it unfolds. And in other news, Google is dealing with its own set of problems. This time, it's bedbugs at their New York office. But we'll get into that later. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. I hope you're all still buzzing from our first segment where we dished about Kristen Bell and her latest project. Now, let's get into the juicy stuff, celebrity breakups and scandals. Can we talk? John Stamos is not holding back when it comes to his thoughts on Lori Loughlin's ex-husband, Mossimo Giannulli. In a recent interview with Josh Peck and Ben Soffer on their Good Guys podcast, Stamos called out Giannulli as a terrible narcissist who has left Loughlin devastated after their separation. Oh, grow up. I mean, we all knew Giannulli was trouble when he got caught up in that college admissions scandal with Loughlin. But to hear Stamos say it like it is? Priceless. The Full House star has been a longtime friend and supporter of Loughlin's, and it's clear he's not afraid to speak his mind. Face it, darling, Giannulli's behavior has been questionable for years, and it's no wonder Loughlin is finally free from his grasp. I mean, who needs that kind of drama in their life? Not me, that's for sure. And can we give a round of applause to Stamos for being a good friend and having Loughlin's back? Now, let's get into the tea, or should I say, the college scandal? Stamos is still defending Loughlin's involvement, saying she didn't have much to do with it. But let's be real, folks. We all know the truth. And as for Giannulli, well, he's just a mess. Trust me on this, when it comes to celebrity breakups and scandals, I've seen it all. And this one? It's got all the makings of a juicy soap opera. Stay tuned, folks, because we're just getting started. And speaking of celebrity breakups, have you heard about Sophia, Culpo, and Michael Stevens? They're calling it quits after 2 years of dating. Oh, come on, these young lovers couldn't make it work? Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. We've got more celebrity news, fashion do's and don'ts, and maybe even a few surprises up our sleeve. You won't want to miss it, darlings. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're wrapping up today's show with a fascinating story that's sure to delight all you fans of stop-motion animation out there. You know, that unique blend of art and magic that brings inanimate objects to life? Well, today we're talking about a classic in this genre, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. Released back in 2005, Corpse Bride was a labor of love for its creators, featuring the voice talents of Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, and Emily Watson. The film tells the story of Victor, a shy groom who accidentally marries a dead bride while practicing his vows in the forest. What ensues is a fantastical journey between the world of the living and the land of the dead, filled with stunning visuals, memorable characters, and a healthy dose of dark humor. But what's really interesting about Corpse Bride is the story behind its creation. In a recent interview, Ian McKinnon, Anthony Scott, and Carlos Grangel, some of the key creatives behind the film, shared their experiences working on this stop-motion masterpiece. They reminisced about the challenges they faced, the attention to detail that went into every frame, and the joy of bringing this unique world to life. What's even more heartening is that, despite the rise of computer animation, stop-motion is still alive and well. In fact, Grangel hopes that their panel at the upcoming Lightbox Expo will inspire studios to produce more stop-motion films. And with the success of recent stop-motion features like Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, it's clear that there's still a hunger for this distinctive style of storytelling. So, if you're an aspiring animator or just a fan of the medium, take note, stop-motion is not dead, and there are plenty of opportunities to get involved. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be working on the next Corpse Bride or Pinocchio. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay fabulous.